Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you guys had a safe 2024 and I hope that your 2025 goes as planned and you guys build wealth. So, I've got a new interesting YouTube take. I saw a video of a YouTuber claiming that wealthy people build their wealth with credit cards. Can you believe that? I sure hope that doesn't start trending. Wealthy people building wealth with credit cards. Okay, let's talk about that. If that were the case, right, everyone should go out and go get your Chase Reserve, go get your American Express Platinum, go get your Visa, your MasterCard, your Discover. Let's all go out and get all the credit cards we can imagine because they're going to help us build wealth, right? Oh, don't forget, get that Macy's card too, right? I couldn't believe it. Like a YouTuber, I'm not going to say the name, you know, I respect YouTubers. They're trying to be creative and do everything. But they literally said that they were a millionaire and they're using credit cards to build wealth. Okay? Honestly, like sorry to say, but I think that's doing your audience a disservice. They're not used to build wealth. I'm sorry to tell you. All right, most of the time people are not disciplined enough to use credit cards properly and pay them off at the end of the month. That's the only way you should ever use them. Most people fail at that and they collect interest and then interest collects over interest and it compounds in the wrong direction, in the down direction, okay? So let's talk about that. How would the wealthy really build wealth with credit cards? If we're talking about wealthy people, what do they do? What do wealthy people do? They don't spend their money. They save their money. They're not out using credit cards for fun, for spending money on BS items, okay? Wealthy people know how to limit their spending. They're not going to go out and get all the fancy credit cards for the 1% to 2% back. That's not going to happen. That's not how you build wealth. That's not how you maintain wealth. Even if you get to a point where you have a ton of money, you're not going to go out and spend it because you've built this discipline for not spending your money, okay? Now, this YouTuber said that in 1 year, they got $3,000 back, right, in rewards. What does that mean? Okay, if their card returned a 2% return in rewards, that would mean that they would have had to have spent $150,000 after-tax dollars, which means that income that person has is well over $200K to be spending 150 grand on Chase Reserve credit cards, all right? And then the YouTuber goes out and they said, well, I used that $3,000 to go to Disney World. Really? That's how you're building wealth? By going to Disney World with your Chase Sapphire return? No, man, that's not what wealthy people do with credit card rewards. They don't do that. You know what they do? They do what I do. They take the 2% from their credit card and they use a credit card with their brokerage account. And you know what happens with that return money? It goes into the brokerage account so you can go and buy stocks. You ain't going to Disney World with those rewards if you are doing credit cards. Okay? I'm not against credit cards. I use them, but I pay them off at the end of every month. So yeah, do I take advantage of credit cards? Sure, just like any other wealthy person would. But you're not going to build wealth from credit cards. It's a convenience tool. It's a convenience to use a credit card rather than carrying cash. That's all credit cards are good for. Convenience. That's it. Now, if you're a big spender, maybe you're a high income earner, sure, like those rewards, they'll add up a little bit more. But if you go and blow them at Disney World, you're not building wealth, right? You better be putting them in stocks, right? That reward. I'm just saying, like, that is the wrong approach. Please, please. Now, the YouTuber did go into, after they mentioned this is a wealth building tool, they said, be careful with credit cards. I give them credit for that, right? They said, be careful, you know, high interest rates, they're bad, blah, blah, blah. If you're not disciplined, don't use them, right? But at the end of the video, they reiterated, like, this is a way to build wealth. No, it's not. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's not. Please, if you're out there and you see this video, do not listen to somebody saying that you should build wealth with a credit card. Please do not do that, honestly. Use them as a convenience and that's it. You know, if you get the 2% reward, great. And put it back in your brokerage account, right? Go invest that money, okay? So it's not a wealth building tool. Don't start 2025 going out and getting the Chase Reserve card and racking up the bills, right? Don't be spending your money thinking 2%, 2%. Forget that. Save the money you would be spending and put it in the market or put it in a high yield savings or put it for a vacation. That's fine too, right? Save your money. Don't use a credit card. Be careful with those things, man. They're dangerous. Every time I use one, I'm always considering how am I able to pay that off at the end of the month based on my income. That's how you got to approach it. So, you know, and I said this in a previous video. We are in the information age. There is so much information now that you need to be able to filter, search, and disregard a lot of information, right? Some of the information in that video was okay, right? But the scary thing is this YouTuber spent hours and hours. This was a super polished video about building wealth with a credit card, right? I'm sure that the YouTuber maybe meant well. Maybe it's their perspective on how they use credit cards. Maybe that's how they think of building wealth. But man, be careful out there, right? Take what you can, right? Maybe there was a gold nugget in that video, right? I watched it. It was okay, right? But I know what I'm looking for. I have common sense, all right? Be careful about credit cards. If anything, your goal should be to chop one up, throw it in the trash, because honestly, you only need one or two. Honestly, do not use those things. It's just, building wealth with credit cards. I couldn't believe it, right? I don't know if there are more videos out there. There probably are, right? No, don't do it, okay? Start 2025 out right? Stop spending your money. Stop going to Convenience Street. If you haven't seen my previous videos, there's Convenience Street. This street where all the restaurants are, where all the big box stores are. Stop going there. Stop pulling out that credit card. Forget it, man. Keep that thing in, right? Bring some cash around with you. Go to the ATM every now and then and hold cash because it feels different. You're going to spend it less than just whipping out the credit card because you don't think about how much it is. You don't see when you spend $40, oh, it's two $20 bills. Instead, you just swipe. You just swipe, right? And you got to be careful with online transactions. Everyone shops online. Scroll, 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 add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And you don't even think about it. You don't even think about how many dollar bills that really is. Okay? So anyways, I hope you guys start the new year right, 2025, and be careful about them credit cards. Forget that, right? Build wealth, invest. All right, guys. You have a great day, and take a look at my previous video, and thanks for coming. Thanks. Bye.